Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Wednesday in Holy Week, also called Spy Wednesday, because Judas betrays Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. It is a time when Jesus is contemplating his impending death, and the tempo drops a little bit as he reclines for a meal with his disciples. I'd like to think of this day as a reflective Wednesday. In fact, I read somewhere that it is also called a silent Wednesday. Whatever it is, brothers and sisters, I invite you to enter into some silence today and reflect the coming days leading up to Good Friday and Easter Sunday. And in order to do that, I would like to have a more complete buy-in from you on this journey. And that's why I will be sharing a few technical aspects of the Passover with you now. We often hear the terms Passover, Feast of the Unleavened Bread, the Day of Preparation, the Last Supper, and so on in the Holy Week. And it sometimes seems confusing as to what all this means, leading us sometimes to use these words interchangeably, confusing one for the other. Are they all one and the same? Let's find out. Let's put them all into perspective as we understand these Jewish festivals. The Passover is one of the Jewish religion's most sacred and widely observed holidays. In Judaism, Passover commemorates the story of the Israelites' departure from ancient Egypt, which appears in the Hebrew Bible's books of Exodus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. It is a one-day event that happens on Good Friday for us Catholics. The Feast of the Unleavened Bread is a 7-day celebration by the Jews, which begins on the day after the Passover. On these days, the Jews must eat bread without leaven, which is supposed to represent sin and destruction, reminding them of their ancestors. The day of preparation is the day before the Passover, when Jews were to complete all their cleaning, their cooking, business transactions, etc., so that they could get prepared for the Sabbath, which is set apart for God. This is Maundy Thursday for us when Jesus institutes the Eucharist. The Last Supper was held on Good Friday, which is the Passover that the Lord celebrates with his disciples. Dear brothers and sisters, the reason I have shared these details with you is in order to invite you to a day of preparation, our day of preparation for Maundy Thursday, which commemorates the institution of the Holy Eucharist. In fact, like our Jewish forefathers, let's make a commitment today to treat every Saturday as a day of preparation for Sunday Mass, and not just arrive early for Mass, but diligently prepare to meet Jesus. As we silently reflect this day, we make a promise not to trade anything, let alone 30 silver coins like Judas did, for the real presence of Jesus in our lives. Amen.